wait is finally over, and the conclusion of the storyline that's been building up ever since the first season of Chapter 6 is now taking place with the new mini live event. It's just a few days ago, Dago, the mastermind, was relocated over here in front of the new Spirit Realm portal, is patiently waiting to put his plan into action, alongside the newly reconstructed Mask of Power, fight against the Dark Presence, and reclaim control of the missing 0-point shard. As we all know, a huge part of this live event is the arrival of the Death Star. It has now officially appeared in the sky above the Fortnite island. We'll be checking it out and showcasing everything right here in this video. But first, I'm literally one subscriber off my goal of 4.7 million subscribers. So if you hit that subscribe button right now, you'd literally make my entire year. And somebody tied our buddy Guff to the train tracks, and he's quickly running out of time. The only way to save him is to hit the thumbs up button on this video before it's too late. And a huge thanks to everyone using code HOMEGAMESYT in the item shop. Ladies and gentlemen, we wasted too much time. We got a ton of awesome stuff to cover right here in this video, including the arrival of the Death Star ahead of this season's mini live event. So much more you're definitely not going to want to miss. Let's get into it. But super quickly, before I reveal where you can see the Death Star in the sky, first things first, the beginning of this live event took place just a few hours after this week's update, where whenever you would load into a game and be inside of the battle bus, you could actually see this absolutely massive pink and purple beam shooting up into the sky, opening up a gigantic rift. Obviously, this was caused by Dago, who we're now finally able to once again see on the island, but he has been here the entire time, busy working with Fletcher Kane to repair the ancient Mask of Power. You're actually able to see Dago wearing at his new location at Magic Mosses. The Mask of Power itself is a thing responsible for creating the purple beam, as Dago is using it to open the portal and connect us to the Spirit Realm. But wait, there's more. It's also located in front of the Spirit Realm portal. You're able to find this season's antagonist, being Fletcher Kane himself. As it stands right now, he's basically just protecting Dago with a kneecapper baseball bat, which sounds kind of underwhelming for a season's main villain, right? But don't worry, because Fletcher Kane's involvement actually goes much deeper than just protecting Dago. Let me explain. In case you didn't know, it was revealed a few weeks ago that Fletcher has actually been going after the 0-point shard himself, but for a totally different reason than Dago, who wants to locate it in order to save the island and his family. Fletcher, on the other hand, has a way more sinister plan involving stealing the 0-point shard to control all realities, basically being the same goal as every villain we've ever seen in Fortnite. But Fletcher won't be the one who is successful, because check this out. Over the next few days, the purple beam emitting from the portal will continue to get stronger in a total of 5 different stages, continuing to open the rift above the island more and more, allowing the Death Star to enter the island, which we'll reveal more about in a second. But all of this is leading up to the main live event that'll take place on Saturday, where at the very same time, Star Wars convention called Star Wars Celebration will take place in Japan. Remember this, because it'll be important in a second. Anyways, once the official event begins, Dago will charge into the Spirit Realm portal with the Splinter Blades, made out of the 0-point shard that we constructed in a quest last season, the goal of fighting the Dark Presence and stealing back the 0-point shard. This means the Dark Presence isn't actually the Death Star or Palpatine like we all assumed. Instead, they were simply attracted to the island by the power of the shard and have arrived to steal it for themselves. This means the Dark Presence is likely something even more evil than anything Star Wars has to offer. And the truth about the Dark Presence was actually secretly revealed last week. Dago's reconstruction of the Mask of Power was finally completed. We were able to find it inside of Dago's workshop underneath Mass Meadows. Whenever you would approach it, you could actually hear it say Asmodeus, being a reference to something in Japanese culture, meaning King of Demons. Essentially think of this kind of like Mephisto from Fortnite's last chapter, as they do seem to look pretty similar, but he's an even more evil version. He's had the 0-point shard under his control for the last few months, but I don't think we're honestly even supposed to know about him yet, because once Dago enters the Spirit Realm, we'll actually spend the full duration of the next season inside of there, which thankfully won't be that long, as Season 3 is only 30-something days. But at the very same time Dago enters the portal, the Star Wars Celebration event will actually go on to reveal everything about the upcoming Star Wars season. The Death Star, that's currently incredibly small over the island, will then become massive, taking up the vast majority of the sky visible when on the island. Since the next season is Star Wars themed, we're obviously gonna see the return of the lightsaber weapons, as all of them were just re-added to the game files in preparation for them to be released, even including a brand new one with a built-in Force Lightning ability for Emperor Palpatine. And if you don't want to wait a few more days to use these bad boys, to try out this creative island by entering this exact code you see on your screen right now, and make your way over to the Mythic wall, you'll be able to equip the lightsaber after 25 minutes of playtime. Speaking of Star Wars, the Death Star has officially arrived inside of Fortnite, and we're here in a game ready to check this thing out for the very first time, as well as a few other major live event hidden secrets. It all starts off right now, ladies and gentlemen, with stage 2 of the build up to the mini live event. that is literally taking place right now. As you're able to see, the massive beam was shot up into the sky, creating the rift. There was a thing responsible for releasing the Death Star onto the island. But check this out, ladies and gentlemen. We're not actually going to be landing at Magic Mosses like you probably assumed. Instead, we're going to be landing at another very important location for the live event, actually being the Demon's Dojo. Located here, you're able to find 2 NPCs. One of them, obviously, being Vengeance Jones, one of the main storyline characters. He's not the important one we're here for. Instead, the one we're interested in is Night Rose. She actually plays a massive part in the live event, because as we all remember, last season, Night Rose was actually controlled by someone known as the Puppeteer. Literally control her and make her fight against the loopers against her will. But don't forget, it was also revealed in the build-up to last season's mini live event that Night Rose was actually being controlled by Shogun X, not actually Shogun X. Instead, Shogun X was being controlled by the Dark Presence, essentially meaning Night Rose was as well. But once Daigo defeated Shogun during the mini live event, Night Rose was finally freed from her control. Now check this out, ladies and gentlemen. If you actually go up to Night Rose and hire her for the very expensive price of 800 gold, watch what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if we just make our way over towards the Magic Mosses location. Come on, Night Rose, you gotta follow me, man. Oh, okay, she teleported, thank goodness. Oh, an enemy, an enemy. Oh, another one, and another one. Get me out of here, man, get me out of here. Uh-oh, Night Rose is fighting against them. Come on, Night Rose, you gotta teleport up to me, man. We got work to do here. Oh, okay, here she is. Anyways, as soon as you get near the portal, not only will you instantly complete a quest. Ooh, hold on, boys, another enemy. And I'm very low health. This isn't good, boys. Back your mate. There we go. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. If you actually bring the Night Rose NPC over towards Daigo, she goes on to say something very interesting, saying he's fallen to the thrall. At first, I couldn't really figure out what that means. Then I Googled it. Turns out thrall essentially means you're a servant or being controlled by someone else's power, essentially teasing that Daigo may go on to betray us. Night Rose thinks he may have fallen to the exact same dark presence that controlled her. This has basically been teased through a bunch of dialogue we've already seen in Fortnite. Like when he said to Hope, when all of this ends, I wonder whether we will be friends or enemies. So what is Daigo's real plan? Is it the plan him and Fletcher Kane have been working on all season? Is he still loyal to his siblings Kendo and Jade? Or has the 0-point shard fully corrupted him? Well, check this out. We get our first answers by eliminating Fletcher Kane. Come here, buddy. Stand still. Oh, dear. He's actually got a bunch of health. Night Rose did nothing. Night Rose did nothing. Oh, that's not good. We're in the storm. We're in the storm. We're in the storm. Eliminate him. Come on. Yes, we got him. Now watch what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Daigo himself will literally walk backwards, leave the Fortnite island in a rift portal. This could imply that Daigo doesn't plan on betraying Fletcher. Otherwise, he likely would have stayed there after he was defeated. But it's also possible that he just left because he no longer had anyone to protect him, which is why he said these interruptions are getting tedious before disappearing, because it's very likely Daigo simply manipulated Fletcher Kane the entire season to help him achieve his true mission, covering the 0-point shard and saving the island and his family, all by simply helping Fletcher Kane acquire more of his desired gold. He just needed to temporarily betray his family in order to gain access to Fletcher's resources. But what Daigo never could have foreseen is the arrival of the Death Star. It is officially in-game in its very first stage of a total of 5 different stages, where it'll continue to get bigger and bigger above the island with each day. Anyways, we had to leave that last game and join another one because the storm was already closing in, blocking out any and all view we had of the sky. As we make our way over to the best and easiest location to spot the Death Star, we need to talk about something very important. Because recently, the Fortnite community has raised a bunch of questions about this Star Wars season. Like, what era of Star Wars specifically will it be themed around? Because we already have so many different Star Wars characters inside of the game, there's not really all that many left for them to add. Turns out the Star Wars season will actually be entirely themed around the Star Wars prequel, aka the first 3 episodes in chronological order, being Phantom of Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith. And in the Star Wars storyline takes place before Emperor Palpatine's death, and also obviously before the destruction of the Death Star, which makes sense because obviously we wouldn't see the Death Star appearing on the island if it was already destroyed. Phase 1 of the Death Star is now live in game. We've officially arrived at the easiest and best location to spot this thing. The area I'm talking about specifically is right over here on top of the Lone Wolf lair. We were able to find this absolutely massive telescope pointed at the sky. Obviously, right now we're not able to see anything because it's daytime, and currently the Death Star is so incredibly tiny you're only able to actually see it whenever it's nighttime and the stars are out. So we are gonna need to wait a second in order for that to happen. This telescope actually implies something very, very interesting, because since it's pointed at the exact location of the Death Star, and obviously it's located on top of Lone Wolf Lair, aka Fletcher Kane's main home on the Fortnite island, essentially means that Fletcher Kane somehow knew about the Death Star's arrival before anyone else even even the current smartest person on the island, Dago. I guess this does make sense because obviously Fletcher Kane has been researching the 0-point shard through his research book, and maybe also mentioned the arrival of the Death Star, implying that maybe Fletcher Kane's plan all along wasn't to simply steal the island's gold, but instead steal the island's gold in order to give to Dago, use it to not just repair the Mask of Power, but also the Spirit Realm portal in order to attract the attention of the Empire, bring them to the island in order to help him steal the 0-point shard for himself. This theory is supported by the fact that during the mini live event, Dago will actually go on to defeat Fletcher Kane using the Splinter Blades, implying that Dago discovered his true plan and had to defeat him in order to stop it. But Dago didn't realize that it's already too late, and that the Empire and the Death Star has already arrived, and we're just about to check it out, ladies and gentlemen. We just need to wait a little bit longer for it to get dark out. Oh dear, enemies. Enemies, enemies. Ah! Calm it down, buddy. I know you're trying to see the Death Star. There we go. We got one. Still a bunch more, though, boys. Oh, dear. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. You ready? I know he's not. Where is he? Yes. Dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. I'm boxed. Be friends, mate. Let's be friends. What do you say? Okay. Ready? Got him. Dude, is the sun ever gonna set, man? I think we literally joined this game at the worst time ever. Don't worry, though. If we run out of time, we'll just hop in replay mode and find it after this game. Oh, we got a runner. Oh, dear. Homie just took most of my shields. Take his shield. There we go. At it. Wait. Yes. Oh, another one. What up, lad? How are you doing? All right. Come here. Thanks for playing.
A few moments later.
Bro, seriously, how is it still not nighttime? We're definitely gonna have to go in theater mode to find it. All the way over there. No way I'm able to eliminate them from this far. They're way too far away. Oh my goodness. Oh, I actually got him. 181 meters. That was sweet. And of course, it's nighttime now when the storm's blocking all the sky. One of the final enemies. All we gotta do is eliminate this lad. Got him. Oh, more over here. More over here. Yep. Oh, super close to me. Super close. Not good. Let's eliminate him. Got him. Oh, I see you, lad. Go time, baby. It's go time. Yes. Second to last enemy right here. Oh, my goodness. Huh. Yes. Yes, we got the victory royale, meaning we can finally go into replay mode. Just like that, we're inside of replay mode. The first thing we're going to need to do is obviously set it till nighttime. Just like that, so we're able to see the stars. And in a video of one dude actually being able to find the Death Star in replay mode, he had his drone-free camera exactly above the new point of interest for this season, so that's where I have mine. Now we just got to start zooming in and doing our absolute best to find this thing. Oh, is that it, ladies and gentlemen? No way! Look at it, man. It's literally so tiny, but let's zoom in. Oh my goodness, is that it? Honestly, not sure. That might be the moon. Oh, no, it's not the moon because the moon's right here, meaning it basically has to be the Death Star. As the Death Star continues to get closer and closer to the island, I'll make sure to keep all of you guys up to date by tweeting everything out over my Twitter account at HomeGamesYT.